like I can get back in the raft down here. All the while getting absolutely eaten by sandflies. One last little cheeky one that would flip me out if I had even thought about getting in back up there. I have to say, I feel cooked. It's been actually quite tough with a 20 kilo bag. Now I've seen it all. Someone's just brought a plane in here and landed on the riverbed. Welcome to another adventure. It's happening, guys. We're on the big one. We are on expedition packraft to nowhere. Ready for the raft. We're all packed up. Where the fateful line cut happened. Just grabbed my rod to pick it up, the line just flopped. It's just been clean cut through, and it's actually cut in two places. That's one attempt, and that's definitely not good enough. Just went for a test cast, and I can see where the joint is on the fly line. I don't know if the energy transfer is great, but it does seem to work. That's real odd. I thought I would have got a look or something. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these fish. Strange. So I've been walking up all morning and the fishing just hasn't been firing, and I felt like someone was ahead but I didn't want to call it, and I've just bumped into these other anglers. First cast to the first fish, and there's the result. Yeah, bloody ace. So good. And there it is, guys. Fish is just out there. Ate it. So I'm just sitting down having a cook up and just stopping for a second and taking a moment to think about everything and everything that's happened, rather than thinking about what's next. Just in the now, you know, watch the robin, have a bit of a chill. It's important to build those into the adventures as well. I don't know how to film that because it's just sitting and looking, but it's definitely a big part of what I do. So this is working well. I'm floating the gorge. The only thing is it's quite slow. Kick. So people go, oh, you've just been fishing. I'm like, yeah. I don't think this is what most people's idea of fishing is. What do you reckon? There we go, that was easy.
Having a wonderful time.
Good morning, welcome back. Day 10, and we're heading downstream, rejoining the main stem, and we've got about 7 or 8k paddle downstream to the next destination. A few portages on the way. Gonna have to jump up and push a little bit through this next section. She's a bit shallow. I'll be back in just a second. And look at those mountains behind. So cool. And it's like one of those typical days for this area where it's grey. It's like absolutely perfect sandfly weather. But I'm not carrying my pack. I'm not working. I'm in my packraft, and this is going to be awesome. Here's the pickup coming for the other boys, what they call a taxi. It's a funny feeling, when you're on a big mission like this, when I'm like, you know, multi-days in and tens or 100 kilometers of walking, and then a heli flies over. You can't help but feeling a bit anxious that someone's just about to drop in ahead of you. That's just, you can't shake that feeling. I'm just trying to navigate this portage. This is the most hardcore portage I've ever done. Probably like 500 meters out there. And some of those big boulders you can't actually get past. So 3 times I've had to get back in the raft and cross. And then downstream, it's just sieves. Not passable. I mean, that's passable, and then it goes straight into a sieve. I don't know how people raft it. It must be too low. Up there, another sieve. So I've actually climbed up here to check that, and it confirmed my suspicions. I can't raft it. So now I'm looking for a way forward. It's really hard. Maybe I should puff down the raft. I can get along to there, and then I'm not sure what happens after that. I guess it's just one of those ones, you have to do 50 meters at a time. Give me a helicopter and a track and a warm hut with a fire. My wife and my dog. I do miss you guys, by the way. The blue boat's got some lifting. Got to be lifted, I should say. So yeah, I got to climb around there, over there, onto there, through that bit, around that side. I don't know how much I can film. It's just enough work as it is to do it, let alone film it, guys. I guess you guys understand, right? All the while getting absolutely eaten by sandflies. Well, that's just been 50 minutes of hell. I don't usually swear in my videos, but thank for that. Looks like I can get back in the raft down here. One last little cheeky one that would flip me out if I had even thought about getting in back up there. But this is where I've come. I was just passing the raft, lowering it, pushing it on. Well, that's really hardcore. That's by far the hardest portage I've ever done. If you guys know where I am, go deep on the river right and just deflate the raft. That was real hard. It just went on and on and on and on. Anyway, to finish this off now, got my swearing out of the way. Back to happy Ainsley. Let's go. The last thing you want from footage like that is to look on your bag and realize you've dropped something. That's why it's super critical to make sure everything's tied on. And if you ever see my bag, everything's got a leash around it. There's nothing just loose, not loose, there's nothing just poked in. Everything's got a lanyard. Let's hope there's a raft from here, guys. A little bit of froth there. If I messed up that paddle stroke, I would have hit a rock. Would have been a bit of a bummer. I just want to know, Josh James, if you're watching, how the heck do you guys raft that rapid? Do you have to go in high water or do you portage it? Do you have all 6 people carrying the raft? Does that seem like strain and madness to me? I don't really understand. Dean Parker, I'm sure you've done it before. What's the sitch, bro? In a kayak, possibly you could punch some of those little holes. Going well so far. Had to do another portage. It was a pretty cool rapid shoot, to be honest. I did think about running it, but then I probably could have. It would have been way easier, but I'm just trying to play it real safe. And I walked the dog with the packraft and the boat flipped and my bag went underwater. That's what I'm saying, it would have been easier just to raft it, but anyway, I was in the shade for a while too, which is quite cold. So I'm back out now and just got some nice little rapids coming up. Making good progress. There's a bit of wind now. And I think I'm about halfway. I've tied my bag on as well now because it almost fell out a couple of times. It's so heavy, just toppled. So I've got rope holding it on now. I just got out and scoped this rapid and I think it's fine to run. Just going to punch straight through. It's going to be fun though. Let's go. I'll tell you what, I'm pleased I had the bag tied on. Probably would have lost it again otherwise because it was going boof boof to the side. But yeah, it was nice to raft that and not portage. That was on the spice limit. upper spice limit, I'd say, for what I should be thinking about doing, but well within my skill levels. In case you're watching at home thinking that was crazy, I mean, yeah, that was a high spice level for what I'm doing, but like I said, I have been practicing. It's just the bag makes a bit of a difference. Look at this funny stuff here. Better, a bit faster. Based on my scouting via maps, that is, there's 2 more portages. It was left, right, middle. So there's 4 portages in total, and I know I've done at least 2. Maybe I've done 3, I don't know. There's a massive ridge line ahead of me, so I've clearly got to get around that before I get to my campsite for tonight. I reckon that was portage number 3 that I just rafted, so I think there's just one more. Getting cold from the wet with that little breeze, so the river's sped up a bit now, which I'm loving. Yeah, this is better, although I can see a bit of horizon up ahead, so I hope we're not talking waterfall. So guys, I finished that packraft, got a bit cold, got a bit over it at the end. I'm actually going to stop here, so I'll puff down the raft and I'm going to make a camp before I continue on the rest of this rafting mission.
I regrouped my gear and headed on up the valley for a couple of days of epic fishing and camping. Unfortunately, a couple of days later, I had the GoPro tucked under the front perimeter line of the packraft when I was walking the dog down a feisty rapid, and I lost the GoPro. So some of the footage from this part of the adventure has been lost, but luckily I did change the SD card partway through. So the video that I've got for you is based on what video content I did have. So I think it still came out pretty amazing, and I hope you are able to sit back with a nice cuppa to enjoy this adventure. Let's go.
I got here and I was absolutely exhausted. The walk in also taxed a little bit of my gear. I lost my mug that I've had for ages that my wife bought for me. Pretty gutted with that. I broke my little tripod and I lost one of the handles from my my frying pan. So the old taniwha around here's got a few gifts, so Little bit of a shame, but I haven't broken like a fly rod or snapped my fly line or anything super crazy like that. I just bivvied up here last night. Everything's all dried out, gear's all washed, so I don't smell quite so bad. Man, it was a hard walk in, I'll tell you. And that's coming from me, you know, I do a fair bit of walking. I'm just gonna leave camp and give myself a light bag for today. I need to recover after getting here. It's just too much. So just finished this cup of tea, chuck the bag on, head on up. Sun has come over the hill. Beautiful, beautiful clear water. It's spectacular here. Last night there were kiwis singing in the bush. There's a pair that must be within 50 meters of me. They did a duet at like 6:30 this morning. It was so cool. Let's go see if we can find a fish, hopefully catch a fish. Let's have an adventure. Let's go. Searching out for half an hour, 45. I've seen 2 fish not feeding and I spooked 1 fish, so still searching. It's not easy yet, definitely not paying off for the effort to get here yet, but never give up. Let's go. Yeah, that was not a happy fish. I threw that stonefly out and it saw it and just took off, so yeah, I think someone else must have been up here. I just wasn't quite prepared for how hard this country is up here. Guys, and it took the big pheasant tail, like a size 12 after all that, and it's nice hen, pretty colours. Fish, guys, looks to be about 4 or 5 pounds. Oh man, these sandflies are biting pretty hard, but the fish are starting to bite just as hard, which is great.